Hey, what's going on, guys? Welcome back to the GM. It is your guy, Boulanger. And up next, in this video, we're going to be discussing Lamar Jackson's role in the Baltimore Ravens offense. Do me a quick favor, hit like, subscribe, hit the notification bell so that you get updates when we upload new content. Let's go. So, the idea for this video comes from a John Harbaugh interview where he was discussing with Rich Eisen Lamar Jackson's role in the offense. And I know that sounds a little strange, and it was strange to me when I read the headline. Uh, John Harbaugh explains Lamar Jackson's role because when you think about Lamar Jackson, you say, okay, well, hold on, his role. He's the franchise guy. He's a quarterback. He's a signal caller. He's the playmaker. What does it mean, his role? So I had to go below the headlines in order to get real insight into what John Harbaugh was speaking about, and then when I watched the video, to kind of further learn more about what John Harbaugh was saying. And so three major things stood out to me from this article and video about Lamar Jackson's role. The first thing is Lamar Jackson will have more control over the offense. Now, when I say control, I'm not talking about he'll be calling his own plays, but he'll be able to have the play called in, get to the line of scrimmage quicker, and then he'll be able to make audibles and adjust to whatever the defense is showing him. Slide protection, move the running back, motion the tight end. He'd be able to do all those things in accordance to what he's seeing on the football field from the defensive side of the ball, which is something we hadn't seen Lamar Jackson be able to do under the Greg Roman system. Now, that's no shot at Greg Roman, but the fact of the matter is the Baltimore Ravens offense was vanilla. So being able to have this kind of dynamic added to the offense is going to be it's going to be special because we can literally get to the line of scrimmage offensively, and the defense read our offense. But then if Lamar Jackson wants to make an adjustment, he can do that and keep the defense on their heels. And I also think that it's going to be kind of a faster pace to what we see um, um, or have seen in Baltimore before, where there'll be more kind of a 2 minute flow or a 4 minute offensive flow, meaning they'll be get to the line of scrimmage, call a play, you know what I'm saying? And so think about the dynamics of that. You hit a 10 to 12 yard run play or a 15, 20 yard pass play, and you're able to get right back to the line of scrimmage. Defense is not able to catch its breath. Defense is not able to reset, and you're able to call another play. I really think with the speed that we have and the talent that we have offensively, that's going to be a good tool to have in our tool belt to be able to speed it up and go downhill on a defense. So the first thing was control. The second thing I really thought stood out to me was command. The word that John Harbaugh used was responsibility, or be more responsible for the offense. And the word I'm going to apply there is command, which means in order for Lamar Jackson to be more responsible for the offense, he's going to have command over that offense, meaning he's going to have to know it. Right. In order to check in and out of plays and things like that, he has to know that offense. He has to have it, down pat, had to know it like he knows the back of his hand. And so I think that that'll be a June, July, August, kind of practice is perfection kind of thing where Lamar Jackson just implements and implements and implements and plays it and runs the play, runs the play, runs the play until he just knows it. I think that's going to be a good feat, but I think that by Lamar Jackson being able to have more command, meaning to know the offense, I think that creates a level of confidence to know that what this play right here is going to work no matter what. Right. If you need 5 yards, I can run this play. So you see a lot of other offenses where the quarterback has more command. And that doesn't mean Lamar Jackson didn't know the offense before. It's just it was so vanilla that that's the only play you could call. And sometimes you was unsure if it would work or if it would not work. But having command over the offense means, hey, you know what? I know when we run this play, we can pick up 5 yards, which is what we need. I know when we run this play right here, if we need 9 yards on a 3rd and 9, we can run this play, and that guy should be open. See, that's what I mean by having command. So to be able to make adjustments is at the line of scrimmage having that control. But command for me is having the knowledge of that offense to know what play to call, when to call it, and what that play has the potential to produce. And here's one more thing that kind of sticks up under that command responsibility category is that he's going to be more responsible for the offense, which is what John Harbaugh said. But I think the biggest difference this year in times past, he was responsible for not only for the offense, he was responsible for making all the plays. I think in this case, he'll be more responsible for the offense, meaning how it flows, the smoothness of it, getting in and out of plays, but he'll have less responsibility to have to make all the plays like in times past. So I think that'll be a really great dynamic to the Baltimore Ravens offense. And then the last thing, amongst others, but one of the major things that stood out to me was the run game as it pertains to Lamar Jackson. John Harbaugh specifically spoke to Lamar Jackson still running the ball, and I'm totally okay with that. Lamar Jackson is one of the fastest guys in the NFL and probably the fastest quarterback in NFL history. I know Michael Vick has elite speed from his days in the NFL. I know Kyler Murray was supposed to have, an elite level speed, but I don't think those guys are as fast as Lamar Jackson. But that's not here nor there. But one thing that John Harbaugh spoke specifically about is that there will be some running plays called for Lamar Jackson, but it will not be the type of plays that they called before. It won't be necessarily that those gap runs straight up the middle, because when you run a guy straight up the middle, whether it's a running back or your franchise quarterback, you put them right in the path of defensive tackles, defensive ends, and inside linebackers, and then also a safety coming downhill. And so they're gonna reduce that. And so it sounds like there'll be more off tackle stuff. Definitely won't be running as much, but they're not going to remove the running game, because I think that again, that also keeps the defense off balance. Because let's say, for example, again, you hit a 10, 12-yard play, and then you get back to the line of scrimmage, defense breathing heavy, and then Lamar Jackson just calls his own number, gashes the defense for another 10, 12 yards. And we understand with his speed, 10, 12 yards of open field could turn into easy 20 to 30 yards. And so I see a lot. I see a lot of cool stuff, man, coming for the Baltimore Ravens. Super excited for this season to get started. And so, if you guys watched that Rich Eisen interview, or you've read some things about what John Harbaugh has said as it pertains to Lamar Jackson's role in the offense, let me know what stands out to you. So, listen, man. By the way, heads up, I got some serious conversation stuff coming up. Probably starting Wednesday. Some real football related things, but they have a deep nature. They have the human side of football involved. So we'll get into some of that. I got a lot of good material coming up this week, man. So stay tuned. I appreciate you guys. I'm your guy Boulanger. This is the GM, and we're out.